Hello everyone. Now, as a part of this series of advanced SCM control, today we are going to learn how we can enable this particular offering. What are the steps are required for enabling it if it is not enabled. If it is enabled, we can go and just validate it as well, and then we will use or we will create one implementation user for implementing this advanced SCM control. What are the rules required for implementing this particular module? So in today's lecture, I will just show you the basic navigations once we attach these two roles. Two roles are there that is going to be used for implementing the solution. Just a navigation to an application, and then in next class, I will take you through each and every functionality. So to enable the HCM advanced control, what we have to do is that we will log into the application. Now from the offering page, as we all know that if we want to use any of the new modules or whatever we have subscribed for, we have to go and enable the functionalities or the module from the offering page. We'll find the risk management module from the offering. If it is not enabled, we will click on offering features and enable all the function which are coming under it. So now what we will do, let's log into the application. So I navigate to the application. What I will do, I will use username and password as a system administrator. That's already saved in my web browser. So I will log in as a system administrator. I will click as a sign in button. This is purely a system administrator role which I had given to this particular user for enabling the offering only. So once I log in, as you see, this is my home page of an Fusion application. You can see the different functions which are enabled attaching this IT security manager role which appear. Risk management module is appearing by default. I will explain it to you why it is coming as a part of the IT system administrator access. But our objective is how we can enable the offering for Oracle HCM Advanced Control. So from the navigator, we go to the My Enterprise, and from My Enterprise we go and click on the offerings. So these are the different offerings which an organization is opt for. So under this, what we have to do, so there are other offerings are also there. Under this, we have to find the offering for risk management. Yeah. So this is our risk management module is there. Once we click on it, on the right hand side, this particular risk management is already enabled in this environment, but in normal scenario, if it is we are using the application first time and if it is not enabled, then we have to change this status from not enabled to enable. Okay. If then what we have to do is that we have to click opt-in features. If any of the module is not enabled in an application, then opt-in feature will come. Now this is already enabled in this particular environment, so that's opt-in feature is not coming, but view features are coming. So let's go and see what are the features are there. So application extension, user security, and recommendation engines are there, which is we have to enable it. So now these functions will give me the access to the complete application. We have enabled in this particular environment, so we will close this window, come back to the home page. Now, if you can see, as a part of my system administrator or IT security manager, we are having an access to the risk management as well. Under the risk management, we having access to the advanced control, and advanced control, it's only for the role provisions. Like system administrator normally want to see what are the rule which are got provision. So they having an option and what are the rules is assigned for a particular role, and if not, and I can create a manual. So this is a functionality for the system administrator. We will learn about this in the upcoming classes, how we can able to do it. Okay, so now let us go and create a user with these two particular roles. So for enabling this particular HCM implementation, we have already enabled it. Now we have to create a user and assign these two particular roles to the user. So one is my risk administrator and one is my advanced access control analyst. So again, we will go to our application and then we will see how we can able to enable. So I'm again on the system administrator page. So what I will do, I will go to the tools Under the tools, I will go to the under the tools, I will go to the security console, and from the security console, what we will do, we will create a users. These are the standard roles that we are going to use it. Under this, I'll add an account. Let's create a user called risk manager. I have created this users, and then I am going to attach the role to the user. This is the role that we have to use it. I will attach to this particular user, and there is another role called advanced. Advanced access control analyst. So this is another role that we have to use it. I have created this particular user called risk manager with these two particular roles, and save and close. So now what I will do, I have created this particular user risk manager, okay, and then we will log out from the system administrator screen and log in as a risk manager. So I will log in as a risk manager, the password that I have generated. Always remember, before offering, without offering, these functions will not be enabled for any of the users. So we have to, as a first step, we have to enable the access. Now, as you see, I have attached only two roles, and under the risk management, the user will get all the required setup information which is need to implement the Oracle Advance HCM control. So in this, I am having access to setup and administration. So once we log into the setup and administration part, all the required functions will be there. Now there are certain processes that we have to run, which I will showcase in the future classes. These are my different setups are there. These are my processes that you have to run it. These are the scheduled processes which is there in an environment. If any processes run in the past, the job synchronization process or any access certification process which is required to run. Now this is already scheduled or run by the one of the employee or one of the person. And then we will go each and every functionality in the future class that what is all about. Apart from that, and this is another one function. Apart from that, it has come as a part of my advanced control. So this will give me where and what are the controls. As of now, this is purely just I had created a row users, and there is nothing yet started in this environment. So I will show you how to create an active controls. Now, one thing we have to remember is that active controls are mainly for the financial module, not for the HR module. For the HR modules, there are the controls available as a part of the models. We can have a different models which I am going to showcase in the future classes. As of now, nothing is there, but how to import, how to bring the models that we want to use it. I'll give the concept what are the models, different models are there, and then we will use it. So in future classes, what I will show it to you, different features, functionality like implementation of this particular module. Today class, it is just all about enabling the uh, advanced control module. So this is where we can able to enable it. So once you have these functions or the features or functions, whatever you can call it, enable, then you can go directly over. Each of these functionality, I will go and explain in the future class. I hope you have got a little bit of understanding that how we can enable it. Be in touch and keep regular monitoring my channel, because in future I am going to implement this whole module for all of you so that you can use it in your organization, you can implement for the other companies, as it's very rare, you will not able to find the much material on this. So please do subscribe my channel for getting the regular updates, as well as please click on the like button so I know that you are liking my videos and the way of configuring the application. Thank you very much. See you again.